said, see a Christian.
He
He made
talking when he talking about isn't fasting in I don't know like somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't fasting in like the Muslim community?
that is true, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of these like spiritual miracle niggas, they love fasting too, man. Just to like get themselves back with some equilibrium. But I don't know what
But
the
he
fuck niggas
but he
doing.
also talked about saying fuck religion, like on Auntie's diaries. He's basically saying
Oh,
like
this nigga boom took notes.
yeah, he's basically
Ole.
saying like yeah, my auntie is transgender, but like Christianity is telling me
Auntie
it's wrong.
Diaries.
Yeah, he's like fuck Christianity because that's who what I'm saying.
Yo,
That's who
yo,
shit.
Kendrick, I'm gonna tell you the truth right now, nigga. You ain't gonna get me to say that F word. You ain't getting me canceled. He says, my auntie is a man now. Holy. Holy. My auntie's a man now? He said, my auntie's a man now. I think I'm old enough to understand now. Drinking Paul Masson with her hat turned backwards, back when it was comedic relief to say the F word. F word, F word, F word. We ain't know no better. Elementary kids with no filter. However, my auntie became a man and I took pride in it. She wasn't gay. She ate pussy, and that was the difference. What the hell? Okay. That's what I told my friends in second grade.
Oh,
She picking me up from school. They stare at her in her face. They could comprehend what I grew accustomed. We pull off bumping quick like it was nothing. My auntie's a man now. What a relationship. I grew up fast. I needed no one to babysit. He gave me straight cash, gave me some gang, cherry freshener on the dash.
put the lyrics up if you can. Put the lyrics up on the screen.
Oh, I should?
Yeah, you should put the lyrics up.
Nah, I don't want to pull this
Oh
one
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, this one has got the F word all over it.
Every other any other song.
I ain't gonna lie, he's definitely a storyteller. Demetrius is Marianne now. He's more confident to live his plan now. But the family is disbelief in time, convincing themselves he ain't living discreet. He's fine. They say they ain't never seen it in him, but I seen it. The Barbie dolls played off the reflection of Venus. He built a wall so tall you couldn't climb over. He didn't laugh as hard when the kids start joking. F word, F word, F word. We ain't know no better. Middle school kids with no filter, however. I had to be very mindful of my good cousin. I knew exactly who he was, but I still love him.
I like this song.
Demetrius is Marianne now. I mean, he's really Marianne now. He even took things further, changed his gender before Bruce Jenner was certain. Living his truth, even if it meant to see a surgeon. We didn't even talk for a while. He seemed more distant, wasn't comfortable around me. Everything was offensive, but I recall we both had a sick sense of humor. Made raw, but time changes all. Demetrius is Marianne now. Remember church Easter Sunday. I sat in the pew. You had stronger faith, more spiritual when these dudes were living a life straight, which I found ironic because the pastor didn't see him the same. He said my cousin was going through some things. He promised the world we live in was an act of abomination, and Demetrius was to blame. I knew you was conflicted by the feelings a preacher made, wondering if God still called you a decent man. Still, you found the courage to be subservient just to anoint until he singled you out to prove his point. Just saying. Nigga had 6 verses in the song. Demetrius
Yeah, this
is
song was like
Marianne now. Church, his auntie's a man now. It hurt. He the most, because his belief was close to his words, forcing me to stand now. I said, preacher man, should we love thy neighbor? The laws of the land or the heart was greater. I recognize the study she was taught since birth, but that don't justify the feeling that my cousins preserved. The building was thinking out loud, bad angel. That's when you looked at me and smiled, said thank you. The day I choose humanity over religion, the family got closer. It was all forgiven. I said them F-bombs. I ain't know no better. Mistakenly, I ain't think you'd know any different. See, I thought words was nothing more than a sound. If if everything was pronounced without any intentions, if every second you challenged the shit I was kicking, reminded me about a show I did out in the city. All right, come on, man.
yeah, he was talking
Man.
about the white girl saying nigga and
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah,
It said, reminded me about that show I did out in the city. That time I brought a fan on stage to rap, but disapproved the words she couldn't say with me. You said, Kendrick, ain't no room for contradiction to truly understand love, switch position. F word, F word, F word, we can say it together, but only if you let a white girl say nigga.
yeah. So he basically you already see what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah,
You know.
okay. All right.
He said if you gonna stop this white girl from saying nigga, then Stop every other.
I ain't gonna lie, it's classic on Rap Genius.
It's classic, yeah, but you gotta
Nah,
think of
it's
the beat.
nah. Yo, read this lyrics. This shit's a classic. Listen to it. I don't know yet.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not questioning Kendrick Penn, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah. Like this looks like classic lyrics, but like it doesn't sound as smooth and tolerable and meant for the ear, like just smooth, like great listening.
I feel like
it feels like homework. It feels like homework. That's the thing.
Bro, it sounded like you was reading a Bluford book, bro. I swear to God.
Bro. Like I gotta compare this to like it feels like like after school. It's if the teacher gives you homework that you got to do, as opposed to you're going home to go play the video game with your brother. Like one, like you could do for a long time and pass time, and you don't even think about like what you're doing. The other, you're gonna be tracking every minute of the fucking time you spend doing homework. It just seems like a chore.
I wouldn't say it's that bad. It's not that bad where it sounds like a chore, because I was definitely waiting to listen to this nigga.
No. What I mean by it's a chore because, like, nigga, you got to understand some of the shit to really get it, bro. Like, nigga, I'm telling you, all these lyrics I'm reading, I never heard him say one of these shit. That nigga was just rapping. I'm like, I caught few things in between.
Nigga only caught the Drake bar.
I definitely caught that Drake bar, nigga. If a nigga say Drake, Frake, break, I already caught it, nigga.
Man, first listen. 7.5, man. I'm gonna listen to it again. It might push it up to an 8.5. I gotta listen to what the fuck he's saying though. It is 12 o'clock. But,
this my undisputed truth. My life is like a forbidden fruit. My bitch know better than I do. A woman's worth. I barely went to church. I'd rather fast with you than fuck it up. Fucking with skirts, cause I'm rational. A nigga gonna still be a nigga. Emoji heart. My family pictures. 2-stepping away from rappers, cause I don't trust their true intentions. I'm not in the music business. I'm in the human business. Whole life I've been social distant. Hoes be like, when you not tripping? I ducked the party who said they saw me. Crown on Bob Marley, wrist on Yo Gotti. They gon' judge your life for a couple likes on the double tap. Them hoes is sorry. They all get bodied. I bless it that you have an open heart, but I bless that you forgive. I bless you can learn from a loss. I bless that you heal. I bless one day you can attract someone with your mind exact, a patient life, flaws, bless them twice, they'll bless you back. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm reading these lyrics, and I'm like, shit, I gotta listen to this again.
Yeah, you gotta.
Bro, this boy is spinning.
Fuck the lyrics. You gotta listen to the album, nigga.
Nah, this boy is spinning. Yo, this the joint with Ghostface Killer.
You gotta listen to it, You gotta listen to Bro, that song she was
Bro, like, Ghostface Killer came in and said, yo, telekinesis, I'm purifying these speeches. While I'm crying, I clean the feet of the sweet Jesus. Dreams, visions get blurrier, the Elohim.
His delivery was ass, though. Like, his delivery was ass.
Hey, don't you talk about Ghostface like that.
I fuck with Ghostface.
Don't you talk about Ghostface like that.
I'm not gonna suck these niggas' dick, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I want to give you my opinion. His delivery wasn't as good, like, as Ghostface Killer was. He was spitting, though. Like, Summer Walker was talking about he don't love you if he don't eat your ass and shit. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like,
yo, Kendrick Lamar, he says, I'm sensitive. I feel everything. I feel everybody. One man standing on 2 words, heal everybody. Transformation and reciprocation. Karma must return. Heal myself. Secrets that I hide buried in these words. Death threats. Ego must die, but I let it purge. Pacify broken pieces of me. It was all a blur. Mother cried. Put their hands on her. It was family ties. I heard it all. I should have grabbed the gun, but I was only 5. I still feel it weighing on my heart. My first tough decision in the shadows clinging to my soul as my own critic. Where's my faith? Told you I was Christian, but just not today. I transformed, praying to the trees. God's taking shape. My mother's mother followed me for years in her afterlife, staring at me on the back of some buses. I wake up at night, loved her dearly, traded in my tears for a Range Rover. Transformation, you ain't felt grief until you felt it sober. Oh, shit. I remember looking at the mirror knowing I was gifted, only child, me for 7 years, everything for Christmas, family ties. They accused my cousin. Did he touch you, Kendrick? Oh, shit. I'm telling you, this boy is talking about some shit. He said they accused my cousin. Did he touch you, Kendrick? Never lied, but no one believed me when I said he didn't. Oh, so I guess they thought one of his male cousins touched him. Frozen moments, still holding on it. Hard to trust myself. I started rhyming, coping mechanisms to lift to lift up myself, talk to my lawyer, told me not to be so hard on myself. He has an aura I hope to achieve. If I find some help, congratulations, you made it to be famous. Still, I feel uneasy, water watching, live my life in nature. Only thing relieves me, spirit guide, whisper in my ear, tells me that she sees me. Did he touch you? I said no. Again, still they didn't believe me. Mother's brother said he got revenge for my mother's face. Black and blue, the image of my queen that I can't erase. Till this day, can't look her in the eyes. Pain is taking over. I blame myself. You never felt guilt till you felt it sober. I was never high. I was never drunk, never out of my mind. I needed control. They handed me some smoke, but I still declined. I did it sober, sitting with myself. I went through all the emotions, no dependence, except for one. Let me bring you closer. Intoxicated, that's a lustful nature that I failed to mention. Insecurities that I project, sleeping with other women. Whitney's hurt. The pure soul I know. I found her in the kitchen asking God, where did I lose myself? Can I be forgiven? Oh, he's into cheating. Is his girl's called Whitney, right?
I don't know that
Kendrick's wife name. Nah.
No, Kendrick, he a holy man, bro. He ain't cheating on his wife.
Oh, yeah, no, it is Whitney. Whitney Alford. Yeah, it is Whitney. Oh, she cheated on her ass. Come on, come on, man. Everybody cheats.
Not Kendrick.
He said, oh, he found her in the kitchen. She was crying because he cheated. What type of bitch you think Kendrick cheated with? Instagram model?
Probably a white, like an Asian nerd, like a bitch that work at Universal, like in the office or some shit, bro.
Oh,
that's
shit.
That's type of bitch Kendrick fucking with, bro.
Whitney's hurt. The pure soul I know. I found her in the kitchen asking God, would I lose myself? Could I be forgiven? Broke me down. She looked me in my eyes. Is there an addiction? I said no, but this time I lied. I knew I can't fix it. Pure soul, even in her pain. Knew she cared for me, gave me a number. She said she recommended some therapy. Is it therapy for liquor or therapy for sex? Hold up. I asked my mama why she didn't believe me when I told her no. I never knew she was violated in Chicago. I'm sympathetic. Told me that she feared it happened to me for my protection. Though it never happened, she wouldn't agree. Now I'm affected. 20 years later, traumas resurface. Amplified as I write the song, I shiver because I'm nervous. I was 5. Questioning myself, alone for many years, nothing's wrong. Just results on how many questions made me feel. I made it home, 7 years on tours, chasing manhood. Damn. This is deep, bro. Like, he pretty much saying, like, bro, he's, like, growing up, dog. Like, you could tell, like, he feels like a lot of music industry shit when he was doing that. He was trying to be a man, bro. But Whitney's gone by time you hear this song. She did all she could. All these women gave me superpowers, what I thought I lacked. I pray our children's don't inherit me in the feelings. I attract a conversation that's not being addressed in black families. The devastation haunting generations and humanity. They raped our mothers. They raped our sisters. They made us watch. They made us rape each other. Psychotic torture between our lives we never recover. Still living as victims in the public eyes who pledge allegiance. Every other brother has been compromised. I know the secrets. Every other rapper sexually abused. I see them daily bearing the pain in their chains and tattoos. So listen close before you start to pass judgment on how we move. Learn how we cope. Whenever his uncle had to walk him from school, his anger grows deep in misogyny. This is post-traumatic, black families, and a sodomy. Today is still active. So I set free myself from all the guilt I thought I made. So I set free my mother from all the hurt that she tilted shame. I set free my cousin, chaotic for my mother's pain. I hope Hakeem made you proud, 'cause you ain't die in vain. So I set free the power of Whitney. May she heal us all. So I set free our children. May good karma keep them with God. So I set free with hearts filled with hatred. Keep her body sacred. As I set free all you abusers. This is transformation. Oh my God.
So he was talking about getting molested as a kid and how other rappers get.
Well, he said he wasn't molested, but everybody thought he was.
Well,
and they asked him, and he said He said he wasn't, but they punished the person because they thought he was just too scared to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And but he's just talking about what a cycle of abuse, like what he learned as a child, probably helped him to be the person who was chasing validation and
From
also
women.
cheated on his wife.
Yeah, he was talking about how it leads to
Damn.
misogyny. This shit like a fucking school lecture, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
But that's what I'm
He's
trying
talking
to
about
tell.
how
That's what I'm trying to tell you, nigga. I can't just get jiggy to this shit, nigga. Nigga, if I'm listening to K Flock, nigga, I could just like you don't have to think about what he's saying,
but
nigga.
you can do the same with Damn and get jiggy to it.
No, nigga, this shit is deep, nigga.
All right.
This shit
but
deep.
does that mean it's higher than his other albums?
Well,
You
in
see what I
terms,
mean?
yo, hold on. In terms of being personal, I've never heard Kendrick touch on these things.
Obviously, yes.
I think Kendrick went. I think we all thought he was gonna come back on some. Oh, I mean, leading the culture. This feels like he was leading himself to be a man, and this was personal, and fuck what he might think. Oh, you know, because we looked at him as a guy who made "We Gonna Be All Right." So you're like, oh yeah, nigga, you got to come back to like he addresses some cultural and social issues, but he had to go through some stuff because he had trauma. He addressed a lot of trauma, and he wants to say fuck cancel culture. He wants to be a regular human. It's kind of interesting, man.
Why they canceling?
Yo, chat, I guarantee you, I'm appreciating this album so much more reading the fucking lyrics. This is ridiculous.
Where you rank it at, yo, Kendrick? After first listen, where would you rank it at? After you.
It's hard for me to say, bro.
This nigga.
No, hold on, because I can't really tell if I'm a vibe with those songs. I'm gonna tell you right now, reading all of this, I don't think he's ever been this deep. This is number one in terms of content. This is me reading the lyrics. Now, whether I like a song or whatever, I'm gonna keep playing it for the next like few hours when I wake up, and I'm gonna see if like, yo, okay, is this one of the joints? And then I could, because really ranking this album is matching the content also with the song listenability. You get me? Because yeah, nigga, you could write a fucking thesis, but if it just doesn't sound like some dope shit, right?
But it's about how it sounds, bro.
Yeah, right.
Bro.
But it's both.
People
it's both.
Yeah,
it's both. It's the reason why we have pop music and then we have like, you know, we have rap like shit.
Yeah, but pop was talking about real shit. And
no. I said pop music. Pop
music.
Pop music sounds good. Pop music sounds good, but there's no content there. There's no depth. There's no substance. Kendrick is giving us. Kendrick is the master of substance and depth, and I think he's accomplished that just off me reading the lyrics. Now, does it sound dope? Like, and that's I think what you're talking about. But it's much more complicated than if it just sounds dope because mad things sound dope. Katy Perry used to sound dope, but all she's talking about, I kissed a girl and I like it and all that dumbass fucking shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it gets a little complicated. Anyway.
I get what you're trying to say. It's just hard. Like, people, obviously, Kendrick is my top 3, bro. So I'm just going to hold that nigga to a higher level than I'm going to hold a fucking, I don't know, Smoke Perp or something, bro. I want that nigga to, like, actually, because he's capable of doing it. So I'm going to judge that nigga based on what the fuck he can do. That's like Quentin Tarantino dropping some crazy-ass movie when every movie he made, he don't miss. So there's some shit like that.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, there's movies that are really critically acclaimed. Like, I like movies about, like, I want to see guns fired. I want to see drug dealing. I like a certain type of shit. Sometimes, like, you'll see some of those movies, really good movie, but it just doesn't have the shit that jumps off screen. You got to watch the whole thing. And it's just a really fucking good movie, but it doesn't have a bunch of explosions and it doesn't have a bunch of shit that usually drives people to it. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I get what you're saying.
Like, let me look. Like, look at Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Like some of the movies that he did. Like, the ones that I believe,
he won for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think that was his first.
Like, play this. Like, and I never even watched this because it just seemed boring.
Which one?
And maybe I'm wrong, but like The Revenant. Like, nigga, I'm not watching no shit like that. Nigga, I want to watch him finesse people and fuck bitches in Wolf of Wall Street. That's what I want to watch. That to me is entertaining. But The Revenant, whatever the fuck that is probably a really good movie. It just looks too fucking boring for me to watch it. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean. That's kind of how
Like, nigga,
I want
I
to say
want
that
to watch
more.
some shit that's like high action, like, you know, flexing and flossing. You know what I mean?
But you should be open to movies like The Revenant because that's how you can't call yourself a movie critic or you know good movies if all you only watch is action movies.
Okay,
So
so
you
you're
got
making my point with Kendrick. So it's not
yeah.
only about how it sounds. I remember giving To Pimp a Butterfly, I said this was just critically off of the lyrics, the best album that year. But I did say I don't think it had the best replay value of most albums, right? So, like,
Mm-hmm.
Drake always makes pretty good albums that have high replay value. Not too much complexity and depth, but replay value on 1,000,000. Kendrick, depth, 1,000,000, replay value. I think the closest he get with that being super high was Damn.
Yeah, but To Pimp a Butterfly had replay value though. Well, I gotta listen to this more. I gotta
Well,
replay that.
no. I think it had replay value over time because of how great the songs were. But I don't think when people initially listen to it, they're like, oh, okay. No, because people wanted songs like Backseat Freestyle and Mad City. That's what we wanted. But like he came with some songs that had more depth to it. And only until like, you know, we start having a social renaissance in the United States, some of his songs really had that replay value. They had a replay value for the movement, but niggas wasn't just going around just listening to them songs like that. You know,
I mean,
at
We Could
first,
Be
at
Alright
first.
was already
Now
awesome.
those songs are classic. So you know, it's gonna spoil our how we look at it. Like now, those songs are classic, but in the moment, like the replay value wasn't high until we realized how great those songs were, and it is what it is. Oh, let me see. Somebody said "Rich Spirit." Let me read the lyrics for that or some shit.
Somebody said Father Time as well.
I think we read that, didn't we?
I don't know. Somebody told me to do it, but I totally forgot. I don't think we read that. 5 years though, man. I don't know, man. 5 years, bro. Shit.
No. We read Rich Spirit already, and
Father
Father
Time.
Time. I think we read that too. The Rich Spirit is the one where he said he's fasting 4 days a week or whatever, and Father Time. That's the one he says, "Yo, I come from a generation of home invasions. I got daddy issues, and that's on me. Everything them four walls had taught me made bad habits buried deep. The man knew a lot, but not enough to keep me past them streets. My life a plot, twisted from directions I cannot see. Daddy issues run across my head. Told me, fuck a foul. I'm teary-eyed, want to throw my hands. I won't think out loud. A foolish pride. If I lose again, I won't go in the house. I stayed outside laughing with friends. They don't know my life. Daddy issues made me learn losses. I don't take those well. Mama said that boy's exhausted. He said, go fuck yourself. If he give up now, that won't cost him. Life's a bitch. You could be a bitch or step out the margin. I got up quick. I'm charging baskets and falling backwards, trying to keep balance. Oh, this the part where mental stability meets talent. Oh, this the part he breaks his humility just for practice. Tactics we learn together, sore losers forever. Daddy issues. Then he says, I got daddy issues. That's on me, looking for I love you, really empathizing for my relief. A child that grew accustomed jumping up when I scrape my knee, because if I cried about it, he'd surely tell me not to be weak. Daddy issues, hid my emotions, never express myself. Man should never show feelings, being sensitive never helped. His mama died. I asked him, why you going back to work so soon? His first reply was, son, that's life. The bills ain't got no silver spoon. Daddy issues, fuck everybody. Go get your money, son. Protect yourself, trust nobody, only your mom and them. That made relationships seem cloudy, never attached to none. So if you took some likings around me, I might reject the love. Daddy issues kept me competitive. That's a fact, nigga. I don't give a fuck what the narrative. I'm that nigga. When Kanye got back with Drake, I was slightly confused because I'm not mature as I think. I got some healing to do. Egotistic, zero fucks given, and to be specific, need assistance with the way I was brought up. What's the difference when your heart is made of stone and your mind is made of gold and your tongue is made of sword, but it might weaken your soul? My niggas ain't got no daddy. Growing up overcompensating, learning shit about being a man in disguise and being gangster. I love my father for telling me to take off the gloves, because everything he didn't want was everything I was. And to my partners that figured it out without a father, I salute you. May your blessings be as neutral to your toddlers. It's crucial. They can't stop us if we see mistakes. Till then, let's give the woman a break. Grown man with daddy issues.
He snapped. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm telling you the mess. Hey, by the way, this song sounded good too. This song sounded really good. So, but
I think it's one of the songs I did like.
bro,
Got harder.
yeah, Sanford killed it, bro. Yo, Sanford voice always just sounds so fucking good. And I never listened to a Sanford album like just him by himself, but fuck, every time he's on a song, I just love it. Anyway, this one I'm saying, yo, these are heavy topics. I think he's right too. He's saying that like a lot of things with dudes is like daddy issues. It's like you want love from your father, but your father just keeps telling you like, yo, son, like, fuck that emotion shit. Don't be weak. Be a man. Like, yo, go get that money. Like, whatever, whatever. So he's looking at how his father's processing his father's mom died. And did he mourn? Nah, he was just like, yo, I got to go back to work. And he's saying, well, why you just going back to work? And he's like, man, these bills ain't got no silver spoon. What the hell? You know what I mean? So I guess he's kind of saying us dudes, based on not getting that love from your father or being able to tap into your own emotions, we grow up as emotionless, and we pretty much put that out to the world, which seems about right.
Some nigga said, J. Cole raps about these topics and does it better. You are out of your fucking mind, nigga. You are literally out of your fucking cranium.
Nah, bro.
Don't ever disrespect Kendrick Lamar like that ever again. Nigga, Kendrick Lamar 7 is another nigga's like fucking 11. So, chill out.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Nah, J. Cole couldn't even, like, For Your Eyes, I mean, what's it, For Your Drive was probably the closest he would ever get on some shit like this, bro.
Rich the interlude, I think this is Kodak. I think Kodak says, yo, I learned in trapping in the business. Smart people make horrible decisions, you know. Rich nigga getting my dick sucked after the show. I ain't never lied. We were poor. A bunch of lost souls in survival mode. It wasn't no... Yo, I'm glad he put Kodak on this because Kodak's a poet, bro. I'm telling you, I really think so.
Well, he's the Big Step on the album.
Oh.
He's the hood nigga, and Kendrick is the morality nigga. He's speaking about morality.
Is that really what
I
it
like
is?
that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Oh, you figured it out quick. That's cool.
Yeah.
He said, I ain't gonna lie, we were poor, a bunch of lost souls in survival mode. It was no way for us unless we found our own. Running in stores, kicking in doors. Nigga, give me my glory. Nigga play with me, he ain't gonna live to tell a story. You know what type of shit we glorify? Everybody gang gang. Most of the people you grew up with, man, in a chain gang, in a box, getting pink. Nigga shitting where you sleep. Nigga shitting where you eat. Who'da ever knew I would ever become fucking Kodak? Yeah, rap money good, but I'm still pumping gas through the hood. Dropping off plates to the fam like Thanksgiving. Got the baby sniper stand on that Merc business. Yeah, sliding for yak. They're ready for whatever. And I always knew everything would get better. And for the show, got greater later. And the game came from the elders like hand-me-downs. Me and my brothers will hear me now. Now I'm giving the game back to the old heads. And I respect come first, you know. Can't be better than the OGs. You got to get it somewhere. Got to come from something. Got to come from nothing. We ain't seen this coming. We got more than a blessing. What you doing with Kendrick? What you doing with a legend? So what they call you? When it's all said and done, we ain't leaving empty-handed. That's on gang. That's on Ma Dukes. Poorer than a bitch, but she fall through. Making ends meet. Daddy dead beat. Had to steal a meal or you can't eat, you know? Poverty. Real cause. Food babies. Now look at this shit. We own property.
Bro, Kodak is the...
Hey, chat. I told y'all before this album come out, man. One thing about this nigga Kendrick, and this is where his pocket is. This is why, you know, everybody does what they do great. Kanye, when it comes to, you know, bringing music to a different realm and broadening what even hip-hop is, he does that. Nobody could compete with him. I think Drake has his own pocket, but what Kendrick's pocket is, some of these topics that he's touching on, I think he's able to touch and resonate with the minds of people. And he's the only person whose words, I believe, could lead a renaissance in some type of way. Whether it's even men kind of acknowledging trauma, right? whether it's, people rethinking cancel culture to a certain extent. Not saying it's gonna work, whatever, but I think that's where his music lives at. And he could do those things. If Drake says something about cancel culture, nobody gives a fuck about what Drake says. Now, if Drake says something about some bad bitch in a club, we just gotta be honest. Like, everybody got their own pocket. Holy.
Man, gotta listen to this shit like 4 more times, man.
I'm gonna listen to it, man. I'm gonna listen to it. Yo, chat. Chat. Oh, man.
Right, I love it.
Yo, I'm gonna just keep bumping this. Boom, what you got coming up? I know